Hi everyone, Alistair Davies here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you are a first-time viewer, please consider following me or subscribing. I post content every week and it's all about improving your golf and making your golf easier and more enjoyable. Today's lesson is all about the driver, how we can improve the driver, and two of the most common things I see players do incorrectly which causes them issues with the driver and stops them getting the ball in play off the tee, and also maximizing their distance if you want to look at it that way too. But more importantly, it's about being consistent off the tee, getting the ball in play and giving yourself opportunities to score better, which everyone is happier about. Keep watching to learn how. So today's lesson is all about the big stick, as we said. It's all about the driver, how we get the ball in play more often than not consistently, and the common things I see people do incorrectly off the tee. So there's two-folded. One is kind of backswing, one is kind of downswing. Let's talk through them both. So in the backswing, what I see so many golfers do is get their shoulder plane really what I would class as flat. So you see here it goes more horizontal in the backswing. And what that causes essentially is the body to stand up. And then from there, as they start to come down to the golf ball, they go even further towards the golf ball with their pelvis and lower half. Sometimes, again, this is a misconception because they're trying to shallow the shoulders because they think the driver is a flatter swing and they're thinking if they can hit it more from the inside if they do that, possibly. But generally what I see is a lot of golfers will take the club back in this very shallow arc of the shoulders. And again, it gets the body out of position. And when they try and put that power in, they get more of the early extension. And then from there, they have to fish for the ball with their hands, or potentially from the shallow backswing, they come over the top a large amount, which means misery, generally speaking. So what I want you to feel in your backswing with the driver, if you can, is feel that the left shoulder kind of works down towards the ball, and almost feel like we tilt excessively in the backswing. Now, I doubt anybody will overdo this. It's pretty impossible. Nearly everyone raises a little bit in the backswing. I know I do in my golf swing, and 90% of the players I would teach would do this. But even taking the club like this and getting the feeling of the butt of the club pointing down towards the ball, it should ideally be just above the ball. But again, I'm all for exaggerating moves to try and get a change. So I have no problem you doing this too much to get to where we want you to be. So getting the shoulder plane steeper in the backswing helps manage the arms, helps manage the body, helps manage the pelvis essentially, which gives us space and time and the ability to deliver that club more consistently in your golf. The second thing I see a lot with drivers is because people are so conscious of trying to make contact and get power and distance, they move laterally ahead like this. So they move the sternum ahead, sometimes move the hips ahead as well, so the whole body weight and pressure goes too much to the lead side too quickly. Now the driver, if you watch most good players, is the only club you'll actually see players where the head will actually move back through impact. And I'm talking elite players here now. A lot of average golfers, the back will move back through impact with an iron trying to raise the ball. But I'm talking about with the driver, it's the only time I would allow you to allow the head to actually move back and the weight to stay a bit more centered at impact. Again, with an iron, we'd probably be looking at 80% of our pressure on our lead foot at impact. With a driver, I'd probably say it's going to be around about 60%. I'd probably say it might be okay at 50%. I certainly would probably prefer it to be more even to too far forward. So there's no exact figure I'm going to give you here because I think a little bit depends on speed rather than just pure ability. So depending on what speed you have, you can afford to back up a little bit more. That encourages us to get the angle of attack working up. It also, if we're back, encourages us to be able to release the club correctly. If we go ahead of it, we tend to hit down and we tend to struggle to release the club. So close the club face down, let the club head past the hands if you like. And we want this to be a passive release ideally. We don't want to flip them, throw away, which I often talk about on my channel. I want a body release, not the arms. But if we're ahead of it, our body can't turn. So it causes lots and lots of issues. So essentially, I'm looking for a steeper shoulder plane in the backswing. And then try and feel like our head stays behind the golf ball till after the ball has disappeared. And even as a drill, trying to feel our head stays back inside our foot line throughout the whole golf swing is a great feel to have. So almost like back foot drives, okay? That's almost the feel I want you to have for the practice area. On the golf course, make sure obviously we commit and hit through the golf ball, but I don't want you getting ahead of it. So as a practice swing, we can go left shoulder down, right foot stay pretty grounded. Left shoulder down, right foot grounded, and you hear here I'm just skimming the ground, just slightly behind the ball, which is where I want my low point to be with the driver. Obviously the ball is situated off my front or lead heel, and therefore we want the club to be ascending to produce that power. So it helps if we have this dynamics of what we're talking about in the shoulders and body weight to produce that. Let's go ahead and hit one away. And I'm trying to feel those two things, steepening my shoulders and feeling that my head stays behind the ball at impact. Really happy with the strike. I pushed it down the right hand side with a little bit of cut, but I really try to stay on my back foot there to exaggerate this for you for the video. Let's do another one where I feel a bit more normal. Again, steepen the shoulders and keep the head back a little bit more through impact. A little bit off balance, but much straighter shot. Slightly down the left hand side, but I hit it pretty sweetly again. Again, you'll find staying back behind the ball will probably sweeten the strike quite a bit unless you start topping the ball in. Obviously, you're not doing things completely correctly. You've got some composition in there. You might be shortening the arms or leaning back too much. But by all means, send me a swing if you want me to check it out for you. Again, my email is plastered in places all across the video and description down below and so on, so you can get hold of me. So, that's today's video. How we can make the driver more successful. 2 little things to work on, one backswing, one downswing or through swing to help your golf and help your game and lower your scores. If you've enjoyed the video, gents and ladies, please like and share the video. Also, please join the conversation, chat down below, comment down below. I welcome your thoughts, I welcome your suggestions, and I welcome your requests for videos. Please do that if you can. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed or followed me, please hit my logo down this bottom corner. Join the journey. It's completely free and it enables you to get all my latest updates from my videos when I release them. I do release videos every week on a variety of subjects. Last point, thank you for watching. Hope this improves your game, and I hope to see you again here soon.